Hello, everybody.
Hello.
My name is Darren.
I'm Graham.
And I, but not you, have been to the cinema to see a film called something. Hidden People. Hidden Figures.
Hidden talent?
No, they have. Their talents are very much on display in this film.
I thought it was hidden...
Hidden Figures.
Hidden figures, yeah. What made you say hidden people?
Because there's people in it.
Are they hidden? Do they hide them away? They kind of do,
They
I suppose.
try to.
It's kind of like forced invisibility.
Yeah, I guess so. Except when you're angry. They become apparent then.
Well, that's it, yeah. Well, it's convenient invisibility.
Yeah. If you fancy doing some bullying, they become visible.
Yeah.
But career-wise, they're invisible.
Korea?
Yeah.
Oh,
As in
Korea.
the Koreas,
Korea.
not North or South Korea.
No. You can just say Korea.
Well, apparently I can't. Because you just got confused by it.
No, I mean, you could when you're referring to North or South Korea, you could just say Korea.
No, what I'm trying to clarify, whether I just said career as in a job thing or career as in the country career. Otherwise, by then I'd be going, no, I don't mean career, I mean career as in a career, not career as in Korea. So that's why I specified North and South, so you'd be able to distinguish.
You could just say the country of Korea.
I could do, yeah.
Actually,
or I could say North and South.
Is the North and or South Korea a country of its own right?
Yeah.
It probably is,
yes,
isn't it? Because they've disassociated, haven't they?
So, I saw the film Hidden Figures.
Hidden Figures.
It's about 3 ladies of colour who live in a time in which it is wrong to be a lady or not white. And they work for NASA.
I guess that's a way of putting it.
That is the way of putting it. I'm not saying that it was right
Way
to
of putting it.
not approve of women or black people.
Yeah.
That's just what this film deals with.
And that was the truth at the time. And there's people who try to kind of subdue that information and kind of...
People are trying to bring it back. Like a retro thing.
Yeah, well...
Things are always coming back.
Yeah.
Apparently this year it's racism.
We're rebooting racism, aren't we? Yeah.
I mean, it's never not been here, but, you know.
I know, but they're happily bringing it to the fore.
It does seem so.
So this film focuses on three in specific ladies of colour, and they are working at NASA.
Yeah, obviously.
We've been through that.
Yeah. I don't know what the alternative to 3 specific ones is. Like, just every so often, not just cut to a different
my point
person.
is maybe there's more.
No, there are more.
People of colour working at NASA.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that there's 3 in specific that the film focuses on.
Yeah.
And they're on the mathematics
Well, all
team.
the people in this film seem to be doing something mathy.
And
Except the astronaut who's doing something astronauty.
yeah.
That's what
That's
what it's called if they do like a wank in the spaceship or something.
Astronauty.
He's being astronauty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the astronaut in question, in fact, is John Glenn, who I think is the first American man in space, apparently. But John Glenn is also a man who is the man that directed more Bond films than anyone else.
Same guy?
No. John
Wait,
Glenn that
what?
went into space did not do anything half as important as direct Octopussy. When I hear the name John Glenn, I don't think of spaceman. I think of Roger Moore and Timothy Dalton, director.
So it is the same name, but not the same man?
Yes.
Right.
Okay. And
Did that
interestingly,
confuse you all the way through?
Michael Collins was the 3rd guy in space with Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong. And Michael Collins is the name of a Liam Neeson movie. So when I hear Michael Collins, I think of Liam Neeson, which is based on a true story about a guy called Michael Collins. It isn't the Michael Collins in space, but I still picture Liam Neeson when I hear the name Michael Collins. I haven't seen the film. I should put that out as well. So Hidden Figures is about these 3 women who are trying their best to progress in NASA.
Like their careers?
Yes. As opposed to what?
No, but now it's in context that their careers are being developed in NASA. Yeah.
Well, or stunted.
Well.
And they're all geniuses.
Of course.
And what I like about this film...
at NASA.
I like 2 things about this film. Firstly, it was a preview, so it's not out yet. And so on the way in, we got free chocolate.
Seriously?
Yeah, they gave us Maltesers.
That's weird.
Yeah, especially because she went, we can't send you to actual Mars, so here's some chocolate Mars. And then she gave us Maltesers, not a Mars bar.
Not a Mars bar.
And the film is about people just getting into space, not going to Mars. Maybe that was just a crazy lady, but she seemed to give me chocolate, so I liked her.
That's weird.
That was one of the things I liked about the film. And the other thing is that it's a film about racism and about what, obviously, like the glass ceiling and whatnot.
Yeah.
But it's in no way a sort of film about people downtrodden. I mean, they are, obviously. But it's not like a kind of worthy.
It's uplifting.
Yeah, these are like 3 sassy people, and they're like, because they're fucking like super smart, whenever anyone says to them, "Oh no, you can't do it now because of this," they just kind of go, "Right," and just turn around and they go and fucking solve it. Like, right. I'm gonna need 3 more qualifications to get past you apparently. Yeah. So it's like. Yeah, so it's like an underdog movie, but where the underdogs are more than qualified to outsmart everyone else.
That's cool.
Yeah, and it's like, do you know how like you see like pictures of like the poster of Dreamgirls, like that kind of like Motown kind of sassy woman kind of thing?
Yeah.
They're all 3 of them are that. I mean, different variations, but at no point do they really like sit down and feel sorry for themselves. It's a comedy and it's really funny. It's just them going, oh, for fuck's sake, here we go. They're just not fucking arsed in the slightest. It's just like, right, we live in a racist world, so how do I navigate this?
Yeah, they're above it. Yeah. And they're just they just want to do their job.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they have their emotional moments where like things do get too much for them and stuff, but not overly. Just every now, like one scene each kind of thing. My criticism of the film would be that it starts off as like about these 3 women, but it primarily focuses on one of them, and I feel that the other 2 deserve just as much screen time. They were just as interesting characters and had just as interesting stories.
Were they all doing the same job?
No.
So they were walking. Oh right.
That's why I think it could have equally delivered 3 like separate stories. And the other thing, it's a true story apparently, so maybe this is just what actually happened. But it's one of those where like these women, or these black women, like really fight for whatever it is that they're trying to do. But then, for example, you've probably seen in the trailer the bit where Kevin Costner, who's in it, is like, "Why are you gone like 45 minutes a day?" kind of thing. And she's like, "Because the black bathroom is like miles away."
Oh, I see. Yeah, I've seen that in the trailer. Yeah.
And then it cuts to him like smashing the thing with the crowbar.
Yeah.
So
pulling off the wall.
My criticism is, or maybe it's a true story and that's how it happened, but for a film about these 3 women who are fighting for themselves, it gives white people a heroic moment too often. Like, yes, Kevin Costner's smashing the sign down, and it's like, but you know, it was up there because of his ignorance and people like him.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't be like a hooray for white people moment. It should be like having them put him in a situation where he has to destroy it, rather than he then empathizes and sees it, and then it's like, oh, aren't white people actually great deep down?
Well, yeah, exactly, because one person kind of epitomizes them all, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't that the whole point?
I mean, so there's the good white guy, which is Kevin Costner, and the bad white guy, who's that guy from The Big Bang Theory, whatever his name is. I don't watch it, shit. But so
yeah,
and that's I suppose another criticism is that the strokes are quite broad. It's not,
wait, not Leonard. Is it the other one? Yeah,
I don't know. I don't give a shit. The one that's in the Muppet movie.
Yeah.
So it's not like, you know, some sort of deep, like they haven't put a magnifying glass over the issues. It's like, you know, it's a story about these 3 sassy women in this place doing things that nobody else can do.
Yeah.
So it's not like getting to the heart of the issues and really exploring it. But what it is really good.
It's just kind of like for exposition, isn't it? It kind of like exposes you to the fact that it happened.
Yeah, and that is what it's about, but it's not like looking at it from all angles.
Yeah.
And it is quite, you know, it is like easily, things are easily solved or not easily solved. It's not like, I'm sure everything was a lot more bureaucratic and complicated in real life.
Yeah.
But it was fun. It was good fun. You should have come to see it.
No, I shouldn't have, because we stayed home for a good reason. But
you won't get chocolate if you go see it another time.
I should have went. Should have gone. There's a lot of that lately, though, isn't there? It's like the kind of the white man saves the day. Do you know what I mean? Like
an example.
Damon.
Have you seen that movie?
No.
Well, then you can't comment on that.
But that's what.
So what else?
Okay, The Last Samurai.
That was literally 2004, I think. So what, 13 years ago?
Racism is such a new thing.
No, you said there's been a lot
of
that
white
out
man.
recently. I didn't realise you meant on a timeline that began with the start of the Earth. I thought you meant like this year.
I'm trying to think.
Oh.
What? Come on, you must know examples.
Well, I can't think of
Help
it.
me out with my argument. Come on.
No.
Come on.
No. You do this one on your own.
There is films. You know, I can't name them now, but you know.
No, there are in general, yeah.
No, okay.
But this isn't one of them.
No, exactly. Well, the kind
this
of
isn't
kind
about
of
three
is
black
the
women
point,
doing
isn't
their
it?
job, and then Kevin Costner rides in and goes, "None of that racism, none of that."
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Then when I thought
there's
that's
just
the
a few
painting.
moments of heroicness that I don't think were deserved of us. It would have been more interesting if they, you know, like.
Oh, The Help. There you go.
I haven't seen The Help. I'm not saying that that's not true. Maybe that one's true. I know you've
of course
seen
it's
it.
true.
What's true?
Little Whitey comes along, saves the day.
Who? Emma Stone.
Emma Stone.
All right.
And it's kind of it's the whole, you know. But then there's an argument again for, like, you know, allies of the of people of color and stuff like that to help solve the problems, because we're in a position of privilege.
Yeah.
Just
No, I'm not saying that.
by standard sort of thing. So it's for us to kind of, or for people of a position of privilege
but like
to help.
12 Years a Slave. Spoiler alert for that film. Brad Pitt's the one that kind of frees him, but it didn't feel like a hip hip hooray for Brad Pitt. Whereas in
no, he was down a man, wasn't
he? I guess he was.
Well, but
No, but in.
But no, but it's downplayed, isn't it? It's like, that's the whole thing. Like,
yeah.
He might be...
I don't think that we were meant to think poor Brad Pitt's now going to have to find a new worker.
No, and I imagine he won't, because that's not his character, is it? That's the whole point.
You're making a bigger point out of this. My point was simply that we don't go hip hip hooray for Brad Pitt, whereas when Kevin Costner's smashing the sign up, we do go hip hip hooray for Kevin Costner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is my whole point. Brad Pitt in that position was the ally, because he freed him from...
So nor am I criticising the film for having white people help them.
Yeah.
It's just... It shouldn't be the hero moment of the movie.
And I agree, and I'm saying, like, if this film was going to do something completely different, because there's been films like The Help, and let's just assume Matt Damon's a bad man in this film.
In what film?
A racist, yeah.
The Great Wall.
The Great Wall, yeah.
You haven't seen it?
That's what happens, of course, it's what happens. And The Last Samurai? When was that out?
About 13 years ago.
I like that film.
What's your argument?
but that's
when
the
white
point.
guy comes in, it's really good, isn't it?
No,
has all those Japanese
but he
people
comes in
suicide.
and he gets healed by,
It don't matter, we're over 10 minutes and you're talking about a film that's irrelevant.
It's not irrelevant, it's exactly exemplifying the point.
Bye.
You are so
Say bye.
invisible.